let me tell you a little something about the life behind these bars. While we're sitting in our freedom, we got kids behind these bars. Mental health is on the rise, but they put them in these bars. Kids have taken all their life, a pool of blood behind these bars. Can't afford their medication, so they put them in these bars. Parents got no dedication, want to put them in these bars. Country looking for the dream, but they're stuck behind these bars. But you're only hurting self, kings and queens behind these bars. Now how you got a PhD trapped behind these bars? Education Corps won't set them free and trap them in these bars. Capitalistic petition to pipeline them to these bars, leaving all our kids' hopes and dreams dead behind these bars. Now, as this poem illustrates how the system bars youth of color, I want to share some statistics with you that makes this phenomenon a little more alarming. 2 out of 10 youth have experienced psychological, social, emotional, or behavioral problems in their life. Out of those, 8 out of 10 of those youth are youth of color or poor. 5 out of 10 youth have experienced in or out of school punishment between kindergarten and 12th grade, yet only make up 19% of the population. 6.5 out of 10 youth of color have said that their race has strongly or slightly affected and limited their opportunities to success. So as you see, we have all this evidence that shows that systematic biases really negatively impact youth of color. And because of this, they have internalized this ideology of inferiority that the system has taught them. For example, 4 out of 10 adults of color experience lifelong PTSD symptoms, yet less than half of them forego treatment because of cultural stigmas, social stigmas, or it's just not necessary. 4 out of 10 adults also have said that they've had symptoms of anxiety, depression, and trauma from racial stigmas and microaggressions, but only 2 out of 10 actually seek out treatment. And parents of color are less likely than white parents to prepare and expect their child to go to college. So again, at the individual level, at the family level, and at the community level, there's this ideology that there's an inferiority from their white counterparts because the system biases has taught them such, and they choose to survive in this, living in this state of lack of wellness. So you're like, what's the problem? Why is ideology so important? Well, institutionalized racism and biases have been around since the discovery of America. It still persists today in the humans that we interact with, in the families and systems that we interact with, in the system that persists today, like education, law enforcement, city, regional, community. Because of these biases that are in the system, it creates systematic trauma, which is the cognitive or behavioral response to these biases at the individual, family, and community level. I recognize that youth of color don't even recognize that they're in this systematic trauma and that they're forced to survive and endure it. And because of it, they lack self-efficacy, wellness, and that access to success, as well as dismantling the structure that they need to survive in to have a healthy developmental process, which is traumatic in itself. In basic terms, youth of color can't do better because they're taught that they don't deserve to do better. And the very systems that were made to help youth of color are the very perpetuators that are destroying youth of color in summer 2020. This is gonna be tough, right? This is ideology. We're not addressing problems, we're not addressing needs, we're not addressing people, we're addressing a mindset. But by leveraging that understanding and that return of investment for both parties involved, it takes the obligation off anyone and puts the opportunity to everyone. And to have someone standing here right in front of you who's been behind those bars, speaking to you as a potential doctoral candidate, if I'm allowed to make it, they should be allowed to as well. So as I'm sitting here behind this mic spitting you these bars, there's another kid who lost their life, a victim in these bars. So if we don't advocate for kids stripped behind these bars, then all of us are really the ones trapped behind these bars.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions or?
Way to go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't make me cry. Look out here. It's okay to cry.
That